Okay, so let's go lie down. We start in shavasana just to get connected. Release your legs down, your arms down, close your eyes. Take a big breath in. Let it out. And start to center your attention to the inside of your body and to this breath that's moving through your entire form, releasing any tension in your face and allowing the sides of your throat to release down towards the ground. And it's from this grounded place that we'll begin. And then slowly bend your knees, place the feet on the mat. Take your arms out to goal pose position, where we bend our elbows to 90 degrees and the palms of the hands are open towards the sky. We'll take the feet wider to the edges of the mat, and your knees are wide as well. And just very gently rock your knees to one side, and then back to the other side. Just gently swinging the knees. And just be very careful not to force the knees down to the ground. Just let them drop where they want to drop, into that empty space. Just do that about 4 more times. See if you can link that movement with your breathing. It's very nice to inhale to allow the knees to go down, and exhaling, pressing the opposite hip down to bring the knees back up. And then from here, come back to center and take your arms wide out to the sides with the palms facing down. Then drop your knees to one side. Let's go to the left. And then as we go to the left, we're going to start to flex the feet, pick that right hip off the ground a little higher. So you're going to feel a contraction in your low right back. And then on the exhale, press that right hip down, bring your knees to center. Inhale, go to the right, flex your feet, pressing down through the edges of your feet as you lift the left hip, feeling that contraction in the lower left back. And then we come back to center, going to the left, flexing feet, and pressing the right hip up. This time drop your head in opposite to the knees, coming back to center. Dropping knees to the right, head to the left, flexing the feet, and then dropping the head opposite to the knees. And then we come back. Let's do that 2 more times. To the left, drop your head to the right, coming back, knees to the right, head to the left, and coming back. And then we'll add 1 more step. Drop your knees to the left, head to the right, open the palm of your right hand, and then everything returns to center. Drop your knees to the right, head to the left, open the left palm of your hand towards the ceiling. And coming back. Let's do that 1 more time. Knees left, head right, open the palm of your right hand, lifting that right hip. And then coming back. Knees to the right, head to the left, opening left palm of your hand, really lifting through that left hip. And then exhaling, coming back. Okay. Bring your knees into your chest. Very gently hold the knees and rock it out from side to side. Just rolling over the low back. And then rock to your right. Let's come up onto our hands and knees. Coming right into the center of your mat. The fingers are spread. The middle finger is facing the corners of the mat. And your knees are right underneath your hips. As we inhale, pull your chest forward as you lift your tailbone. Pull the belly in, so be very careful that your abdominals don't just hang out. And then as you exhale, pull your belly in further as you tuck tuck your toes and round your back. And again, inhaling, lengthening the toes out, lifting your tail, exhale, tuck in. And we'll do that 2 more times, inhaling. As you arch your back, draw your side waist in, exhaling. And then 1 more. And then breathing out fully, tucking your head in. And then coming to parallel, so your whole spinal column from tailbone to the top of your neck is parallel to the ground. As you inhale, take your right leg straight back and bend that knee. Bend that knee. And then just go ahead and press the sole of the foot up towards the ceiling and then take it down. Press it up. Keep your belly pulled in and down. We tend to let the belly fall out here. And press it 1 more time. Up, down, stretch the leg all the way out, and take your knee down. Left side, stretch your leg back, maybe at about the height of your hip. Bend your knee, pull your front ribs in, don't let them sag out, and then we're going to press the heel up, and then lower the knees. So we're just feeling a little action in the lower glutes, pressing the heel up, and taking it down. 2 more. Press. And down. So really feeling that activation in the back of the leg and the lower bone. And then down, and then stretch it out. And take your knee down. On your inhale, take your right arm forward, and then take it out to the side. Take it forward, and take it down. Left arm forward. Take it out to the side. Bring it forward again. And take it down. Take your right leg back. Take that right leg out to the side. See if you can keep that leg at about the height of your hip. Take it back. And down. Left leg, straight back. Take your leg out to the side. See if you can keep it up. Bring it back, and take it down. Now, bring your right arm forward, left leg back. It's called a spinal balance. You'll feel some contraction, especially in your low back, when you take that down. Left arm, right leg, reach it parallel to the floor, and then take that down. Now, we'll add a little to that as we take our right arm forward, left leg back, and we're going to combine those last 2 moves. So take your right arm out to the side, and your left leg out to the side. Bring them back to center, hugging into your midline, and take it down. Last side, left arm forward, right leg back, belly in, and then open to the sides. Come back. And take your hand and your knee down. Okay. Turn your toes under. Downward facing dog. You might feel some tightness in your hamstrings. So we're just going to bend the knees and re-straighten. Do it a couple times. Bend your knees and re-straighten. 1 more time. Bend your knees, and then re-straighten. Take your downward facing dog, make it a little bit longer. Let your head be heavy and your neck soft. Looking at your feet are about hip distance apart, and then you're going to inhale the heels up, 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 without rocking forward into the hands. So keep your chest down, and then lower the heels back down again. 3 more times. Inhale, lifting the heels, engaging your quadriceps. And then reach back. And then again, inhale, keeping your upper body very stable, doesn't round the back, and then you lower your heels. So really keep that extension of your spine as you inhale the heels up. The spine tends to round here. And then take your heels down. Good. Look forward, lift your heels, take a big step to the top of your mat, bring your feet together. Inhaling into a halfway lift, which is a flat back. And if it's too far to reach with your hands, take your hands to the lower legs. Okay, really extend the chest forward, away from the belly. And then we fold. We just tuck right in. And then reaching forward again through that halfway lift. So keeping your back flat, take your hands to your hips, and then come all the way up. Okay, then keeping your feet together, so your two big toes are together, your heels have some space. We're going to take our arms up. This is called a crescent lunge, as we take our fingers together. We interlace the fingers and we re-extend the index fingers. Now what people tend to do when they're in this high mountain pose, they hang their head forward, right? The iPhone head. So we're going to learn to really pull the head back right between the arms, stacking the ears right over shoulders. Now lift your kneecaps, take an inhale and lift the back of your heart, like you're lifting up like a water fountain goes up as you go to the right. And then you come back up. You lift and you go to the left. So clearly it's the opposite for you. And then you come back up. And again, going to the right. Inhaling is always coming back to center. Keep your arms active and over to the left. Okay, so keep going side by side, side to side, and make sure that you don't overdo the bend, right? Keeping your kneecaps lifted, quadriceps are active, and when you're folding to one side, the opposite heel is pressing down further. Inhaling, coming up, and let's finish going to the left, and then coming up, and taking your arms down. Come to the top of your mat, take your arms up, and then we're going to fold, release, bend your knees to releasing your low back. Coming into a halfway lift, downward facing dog. Stepping the feet back. Here we are again. Then we're going to glide forward until the shoulders are right over the wrists. Keep your legs really strong. Activate the inner legs up towards the ceiling. Now if this gets heavy, you take your knees down, and otherwise you rock forward onto your toes and very slowly go down. Keep your hands exactly where they are. Spread your toes back. Inhale, pull the chest forward with a long neck. So it's more important to go forward rather than up. And then we come back down, toes under. We lift back up into that plank. And we go back into downward facing dog. Now, take your right leg up. And we're going to bring that knee into our chest. Rocking forward. And then we bring it back again. Take your right leg up. Take your knee into your chest. Come forward now. We're going to do what's called the fallen triangle. You're going to take your back heel and you're going to turn it in onto the mat. And you're going to flex that foot so the foot is strong. And you're going to take your right foot and you're going to press it underneath and press that foot, the outer blade of that foot, onto the floor. And then you're going to take your left arm forward towards the top of the mat and then open. And then you're going to take your hand down, pull your right knee in, take it up one more time, revolve the top hip up towards the ceiling, revolve it down, knee in, step forward. And we're up on our fingertips. Take your hands to your chest. So now this leaning forward is going to bring a lot of weight into your front leg. So we want to feel that weight bearing. Keep your back leg really strong. And then lean forward into the front foot even more. So now it's even getting heavier. And then you're going to glide forward, bringing your left knee up into your chest. On the exhale, bend your standing knee slightly. And take your left leg back. Hover. And then come back up again. This is the inhale. And then exhale. Leaning slightly times. Just slowly get yourself back into it again. And then one more time. Inhaling. And can you slowly, slowly reach your toes to the back of the mat? And now finish up taking your arms up. Take your arms down, step out, downward dog. Okay, so let's rinse that out a little bit. Let's come forward into high plank pose, keeping your legs really strong, activating the inner legs towards each other. Rock it forward onto the toes. If it gets heavy, you take your knees down. Slowly descend. Spread your toes back. Inhale, coming into slight cobra. Going back down. Toes under. Pull the belly in. See if you can come straight up into plank. Back into downward facing dog. Okay, so now we're going to do the other side. Taking your left leg up. Bringing the knee into the chest. Rocking forward, really picking that knee high into the chest. You're going to round your upper back to keep that foot off the ground. Then you go back. And then this time, go ahead and open the hip towards the ceiling. So your left hip now is revolving up. And then you lower it down, bringing that knee back into chest, looking forward, and stepping through. Coming up. Go ahead and come back again, lifting that leg up. Bring the knee into chest. Now we're going to hold here for just a moment, really feeling that strong plank. Take your back heel, and you're going to hop it down into the mat, so you're on the inner edge of your back foot. And now you're going to take this left leg, you're going to thread it through, out to the side, as you come into fallen triangle. So see if you can get both your legs straight, reaching your right arm forward, revolving the chest open. Keep those hips up. Then take the hand down, retract, bring that knee in. One more time back up. This gives us a little break. And then bring your knee in, foot forward, step through. Okay, here's where you catch your breath. All right, so start to settle the breath back down again. Hands to chest. Feel the weight coming into the front leg. Keep that back leg really strong. And then we're going to lean in, lean in, lean in, and then slowly come up. This is standing on the left foot now. Right knee comes in. Now for many of us, including myself, standing on the left foot is a lot more challenging. So keep breathing, and it's okay if you wobble. And then swing that right knee a little bit further behind you. Hold. Come back up. Back. Here we go. Inhale. Come back up. Swing the knee back. Okay, one more for fun. Here we go. Inhale. Taking that knee up. And then slowly releasing the toes way to the back of the mat. Just the toes come down, and then extend fully up into high lunge. Open the throat. Take your hands down. Step out. Downward facing dog. Okay. And from our down dog, we'll inhale, heels up. Look forward, bend your knees, and step to the top of your mat, feet together. Halfway lift either fingers to the floor. Come up a little higher just to straighten your spine, if that feels better. And then we fold. And you can also fold with your knees bent. Tuck right in. And then this time, bring your arms out to the sides and come up. And then we take our hands to the heart. Okay, so let's do a different sequence now. Bend your knees. Take your arms forward. Lift your chest, pull the hips back. And that's going to zing you into all those paraspinals here in your mid-back. Then take your arms up, fold. Let it go. Halfway up, step back, downward facing dog. Okay, then we come forward, high plank pose. You can skip these if you get tired, okay? You can just stay in down dog until we all meet back there. Or we rock forward onto the toes. Take your time going down. Spread the toes back. Inhale, cobra. Downward dog. Right leg up. Knee into chest. Coming into plank. Hop your back heel to the right. Bring your right leg under. Fallen triangle. One more time. Both legs are straight. Keep both your feet flexed. Pull back in. And lift up. Take your right knee into chest. Look forward. Step through. Now, take your arms forward. So right on that diagonal with the back leg. Okay, here we go. We're going to step forward like we did, but this time we're going to wrap the left leg around the right leg, squeezing at the knees, and just take your toes to the mat. It's much easier than wrapping twice, okay? Then the arms come forward. Sit a little lower. Really melt your sit bones down. Take your left arm under right arm, cross the elbows, and take your palms together. This is the eagle pose. Okay, so take about 2 breaths here. It's so good for circulation, for your blood circulation. Squeezing into center. Lifting the elbows, space around the heart. One more breath. And then, keeping your arms bound like this, we're going to lift the top knee up. We're going to send that left leg straight back, pressing through the heel into warrior 3. Take a breath. Bending your standing leg, reaching your toes to the back of the mat, just the toes come down, and lift your chest. And then unravel. Take your arms up, and take your hands down. Step it out. Find your breath. So down dog is always that moment that we come home to our body, to our breath, to just kind of reevaluate what we just did, to settle the nervous system. So it's a really important part of our practice, the downward dog. That's why we go into it so often. Take your left leg up. Bring your knee into chest. Come forward into high plank. You're going to hop your back heel to the left. You're going to press that left leg out to the side. Straighten both your legs. Reaching your right arm forward. Lift your hips. Turn your chest and your face to the sky. And then take that hand down. Pull the left leg in. Lift it to the sky. Bring your knee in. Coming forward, high plank. Step forward. Coming up onto your fingertips. Reach your arms. Diagonal, beautiful diagonal. This is how energy travels, breath travels when we make those beautiful straight lines in the body. Then we're going to lean into that front foot. Very slowly take that right knee back up. Then wrap your right leg over left. So start to bend both your knees. Really squeezing at the knees, toes down, reach your arms forward. Okay, now it's your left arm that goes under right arm. Go way past the elbows and take the palms of the hands together. Sit a little lower. Take another 2 breaths. Then, okay, this is left foot, so it can be quite challenging. You're going to inhale, and come back up, and lift your right knee up towards your chest. And then send the right leg back, into warrior 3. There, get strong through that back leg. Then, reach your toes to the back of the mat. Go deep, go deep. A lot of us tend to cut it short. Go deep, and then lift, chest, up. Keep breathing. And then unfurl, taking your arms up, reaching up, opening it all up. Really express it here. And then take your hands down. Step it out. Down facing dog. Okay. So just recalibrate here and just really sense the breathing calming down. You can always move your down dog around. Okay. Then walk your hands back to your feet. Taking your arms out to the sides, resting your ribs on your thighs. Reach back around, interlock your fingers together. Allow the arms to fold over the head. Tuck your nose right between your legs. It's actually an active forward bend. So it's not just hanging here. You're engaging your abdominals. And then take your hands down. Walk your hands forward. Downward dog. Then we're going to lift the heels, we're going to look forward and step to the top of your mat into a halfway lift. Fold. And rise with a strong spine all the way up. Hands to chest. Okay, so step out to the side of your mat. And we're going to turn the toes in so that the outer edges of your feet are parallel to the top and the back of your mat. This is really important for protecting your knees, okay? Hands come to the hips. We're gonna inhale, we're just gonna gaze up, opening the throat. As we exhale, we reach forward. So you're gonna pull, you're gonna feel your inner hips, the skin on your inner hips, pulling back into the bones as you come into this halfway lift and take your fingertips down. Now, if you have blocks at home, use them if the floor is too far away. It's called Tadasana. This is a halfway lift. And then on the exhale, we're going to walk the hands or with your blocks in between your feet. Take your hands flat and then fold. And hug your elbows towards one another so they stay shoulder distance apart. You don't want your elbows flailing out to the side. Draw them in and draw the shoulder blades up towards your hips as you keep your inner legs reaching straight back towards the wall you're looking at. Take another breath. And then come back up onto your fingertips. Walk your hands forward right underneath your shoulders. Now take your left hand and you're going to reach it all the way over under your right arm, and you're going to grab your ankle or the shin bone, okay, if you can reach. And then from there, you're going to take your right hand to your hip, and you're going to turn your chest to the right. Turn your upper chest to the right, keeping your legs really strong. Now, even though we're turning over to the right, doesn't mean our whole body is going over to the right. We want to pull away from that left hand, pull away from it. Now, bend the left knee, so the leg that you're not looking at, right? The one you cannot see. Bend that knee, lean into it, and then when you press that left leg straight again, revolve your chest open a little more. Take another breath. Release. Come back to center, come up onto your fingertips. And now take your right hand, loop it under your left, and you're going to reach for the lower outer ankle or shin bone, wherever you can reach. And then you're going to take your left hand to your hip. And then pull away from that right hand. Careful not to fall into it. Pull away to open your chest. You're going to notice the two sides are different. Then you're going to bend your right knee, and you're going to lean back into it. And then you're going to press
press it straight again. And when you do that, revolve the chest open just a little bit more. Notice how that right leg helped you to do that. One more breath. Release, come back to center. Halfway up. Take your hands to your hips. With a flat back, come all the way up. Stand. Okay. Turn your heels in. You're going to squat. Bend your elbows. Take the palms of the hands up towards the ceiling. Look up. And as you exhale, take your hands to your chest. As you inhale, send the arms straight up. And exhale, open. Okay, let's do that 2 more times. We inhale. We exhale. Dropping your chin. Inhale, send it all the way up. And open. One more time. Bending elbows and knees. Open the palms of the hands towards the sky. Look up. Take your hands to the chest as you drop your chin. Hold it there. Breathe. And one more breath. Take it up. Take your arms out to the sides. Take your hands to your hips. Bend your knees. See if you can gracefully step to the top of your mat. Your feet are together. And we'll do one more sun salutation to get to the ground. So we inhale, the arms up. And we fold. Halfway up. Downward dog. Coming forward, shoulders over the wrists. Hold it there. Feel your strength, the sacred strength of yours. Rock it forward into the toes. Slowly go down. Toes back. Chest forward. Go back to the forehead. Reach your arms back. Interlace your fingers together, lifting your arms slightly off of the sacrum. And then lifting your chest. And lifting your legs. And then we take it down. Take your hands under your shoulders. Turn your toes under. Hands and knees. Take your knees wide, 2 big toes together. Take your forehead down. So it's just a nice grounding pose just to settle the body, to settle the breath. Take another 2 breaths. And then pressing the palms of the hands down, lift just enough so you can look forward. Walk your hands over to the right, keeping your hips down. And then just until you feel that opening through the left ribs. Keep your hands shoulder distance apart. See if you can get your forehead back to the ground. Now use your hands to push your hips back onto the heels. And take about 3 more breaths. And then lifting head, looking forward at your hands. Walk your hands back to the top of the mat, and then slowly walk over to the left. And see if you can rest your left ribs on the thigh bone. Hands shoulder distance apart. Take your forehead down, and use your hands to press back into the hips. And there we're opening the right ribs. And take another full breath. Press your hands down, look forward. Walk your hands to the top. Coming onto your hands and knees. One by one, walk your knees in. Then walk your knees over to the left side of your mat. Coming onto the hip and turning around. Let's come onto our back. Bring your knees into your chest. And I'd like you to lift your head, look forward, flex your feet, grab the outer edges of your feet, and see if you can lie back down again. Your sacrum will float up. So you're almost balancing for a moment on your mid-back. And then take your arms out to the sides. Lower your knees over to the right. And take your left arm up and over, taking the palms of your hands together. Now you're going to keep your legs in this position, but if you have some space, I want you to send your feet up, 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 up to your hands. See if you can grab your feet. Then on the inhale, take your left arm back up. Exhale it behind you. Inhale, take your arm up. Exhale all the way over to your left foot, grab the foot. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhaling, exhale. Inhale, up to the sky. Exhale, over to your left foot. So really round, and you can even tuck your head if you want. Inhaling, follow the thumb with your eyes. Exhale behind. Inhaling up and over. Tucking the head in. And then last one, look at the thumb. And over behind you. Now stay here. Take 3 more breaths. Now bring your head back to center. You're looking up. You're going to release your bottom foot. You're going to inhale your left leg up, followed by your right leg. And hopefully you're in the center of your mat. Bend your knees, hold your knees, lift your chest, lift your head, flex your feet, grab for the feet, go back down again. Hold it there, balance. And then take your arms out to the sides. You can start with your palms down if you like. Slowly, slowly, take your knees to the left. And as you do that, right arm comes up. And then over, bring the palms of the hands together. And again, you can keep your knees bent, or you slide those feet all the way up to your hands. Grab your feet with both your hands, straight legs if you can. Then on the inhale, follow the thumb as you lift your right arm up. Exhale it behind you. Inhale up. Exhale to the right foot. Arm up. Back, arm up, over to the right foot, up, behind you, really spread the chest open. Inhale, arm comes back up, over to the right foot. Here's your last one. Take your right arm up, rolling heavily onto the back of the head, and then take your arm out to the side. Let's stay here for about 3 breaths, 4 breaths. Feeling the wide space around the chest area. And then take your head back to center. With your left hand, release the bottom foot. You're going to take your right leg up, followed by your left leg back into the center of your mat. Bend your knees, take the feet down to the mat, take your arms down, palms open, and just slide one leg down at a time.
as you enter shavasana. And close your eyes. And so you're welcome to stay in shavasana for as long as it feels good for you. And it's very important to at least take about 5 minutes just to allow your nervous system to come back into a very beautiful state of balance. Allowing your breath to settle and your heart rate to settle. How long is it?